Before you take up a tech career or before you dive into the world of tech, I want you to watch this video. I'll be giving out 10 tips that I feel you should consider before diving into this very deep ocean called technology. As we all know, technology has different aspects. So these 10 tips, if you don't consider them, I feel like you might just be lost inside the web. Yes, my name is Obike Victor Emeka. I've been in the industry for a couple of years, so I feel I should share this with you. And because I've come to realize that if I had known these things, maybe my career would have been better than it is now. Okay, so first of all, the first thing I would like you to consider before picking up any tech career is first you need to understand your interests and your curiosity. Always consider your interests and your curiosity. Now, tech skills take time. That is the truth. And if you don't enjoy learning or practicing it, you will quit. Yes. So, from experience, I've mentored a lot of people, both old and young, and I can tell you for a fact that if you don't enjoy doing it, you will quit in the long run. Most of the tech skills involve coding, although not all of them. So let's take, for example, you want to do something that has to do with coding, and you are just writing computer codes, you are not seeing the colors and the graphics and all the movements. You might just quit in the long run. You think that it is boring. So always ask yourself these few questions. First of all, ask yourself if you love solving problems, or you love creativity, or if you are a logical thinker. Now, if you can answer these questions, it will be easier for you to choose which aspect of tech that you will be going into. Also, ask yourself if you do like building things. Yes, ask yourself if you like building things or if you like analyzing systems. Now, all these things I've mentioned cuts out the different aspects of tech. Now, for example, let's say if you like design or you like creativity or you are somebody that already loves to draw on pen and paper, the best part or the best channel where you should be channeling your interests should be things like UI UX. You should be going into product design, consider being a UI UX designer, or you should try going into graphic designing. So, like I said before, if you love to draw, you love designs, you love colors, you love pictures, consider going into graphic design and UI or UI UX design. That way, you will not get bored. You always want to do it over and over again, even if you are not getting paid. Yes. But if you are a logic thinker or you are a problem solver, so you are the kind of person that when you see people struggling in their business or struggling in making sales or stuff like that, or you discover a certain problem in the world, and that kind of person that keeps coming up with solution, then you can now go into maybe learning a programming language, or you can go into programming, or you can go into data analysis, because I can tell you for free that most of the marketing strategic decisions that big companies make, they invite a data analyst first to help them make the right choice, or let's say they will always invite a data analyst to help them analyze their past history and, yes, of course, make them go for the best marketing decisions. Now, that, like I said, number one, always consider your interest and your curiosity. So for number two, ask yourself, what is the purpose? Why am I learning this thing? Why am I even trying to learn, let's say, JavaScript? Why am I learning JavaScript? Why am I learning web development? Why am I learning graphic design? Now, be clear on your goal. So always ask yourself that question and make sure you are clear on your goal. Are you learning it for job employment, or you are learning it to be a freelancer? Now, job employment, that means working for an organization or working for somebody. Or you are learning it to be a freelancer, that for example, working from home and being your own boss, or you are learning it as a side income, or are you learning it to start up something for yourself? Are you learning it to be a CEO, or you want to start up a business for yourself, or are you just learning it for personal interest? If you can answer these questions, there are 5 questions there. Are you learning it for a job employment, or you're learning it for to be a freelancer, or you're learning it for side income? Let's say you already have something you're doing, you just need an extra income, or you are learning it for to start to be a CEO and have a startup, or you're learning it for personal interest. If you can answer these questions, then it's going to help you very well. Your goals will always determine the aspect of tech or the kind of skills you would want to dive into. For example, freelancing. So if you want to become a freelancer, you can of course consider going. You want to become a freelancer, you want to be working from home, you don't want to report to people, going to offices, doing 9 to 5 jobs. You can consider going through the path of web development, UI UX designer, or even a video editor. Yes, you can be a video editor as a freelancer. Or if you are learning it for a job employment, let's say for a corporate job employment, you can consider going into data analysis, cyber security, or cloud computing. Yes, because big companies, they always have openings for skills like cyber security. We all know how toxic the web the web can be. So every company wants a secured website. They want their platform to be secured, so they need cyber securities to do that job for that. Same thing with cloud computing. Almost every company, almost every big company now has like a cloud storage system where you can always store your files and come back to get them. Things like Google Drive, iCloud, and the rest of them. So these are aspect of skills that you find in big companies. So if you are learning to work for big companies, then maybe you should consider going into this part. Then the third thing you should consider before picking up a tech skill is learning the curve and the difficulties. Learning the curve. Let me put it this way: you should consider the learning curve. You should consider the learning curve and difficulty. So of course we are all different. There is always a limit to what you can always understand. So let's say when you were in secondary school, you were not really in love with mathematics. There are tech skills that you shouldn't consider going into, because there will be a lot of calculation and maths in it. Okay, so you also consider the difficulty. Of course, none of them is easy. To be sincere, none of them is easy, but none of them is easy, but all of them is achievable. But their difficult levels differs. Okay, so graphic design is difficult, but it's not as difficult as let's say computer programming, core programming. So always try to understand the difficulties. See, some tech skills are beginner friendly. There are some tech skills that as a beginner you don't even need to start thinking about it. Some of them are beginner friendly, while others need strong fundamentals. If you don't have those strong foundations or those strong fundamentals, you might not be able to succeed in it. Easy to start learning tech skills, things like UI UX designer, that's user experience and user interface designer, or basic web design. Remember I said basic web design, or let's say basic web development, or digital marketing. These are easy to, even as a novice, because if you learn digital marketing, you would, even as somebody that have not seen computer in your life, you learn digital marketing very well, you'll be successful in it. Okay, then so these are like these things that I just mentioned: UI UX designer, basic web development, and digital marketing. This is for the easy level. Then for the medium, I would say it's something like front end to back end development, front and back end development, and also front and back end development, and also product testing. Yes, there are people who call product testing. That's when programmers are through building apps and websites, they are usually the ones that run the whole system before they take it out to the public. So this part is on the medium level. Then for the hard part, would I say harder part, but not that hard. You can consider things like AI. Development, or cyber security, or DevOps. AI stroke AI or machine learning. That's artificial intelligence stroke machine learning, AI/ML. or cybersecurity or DevOps. Now, I would try and make a video explaining what all these people do, or what all of them do, because as a beginner, these terms might be strange to you. So I'll try and make a video that explains that. But these ones I just mentioned are on the hard part. So just left for you now to pick progress and not pressure. Just pick the one that you can always progress in, and not the ones that will put you under pressure. Okay, then the fourth thing I want you to consider before taking up a tech skill as a beginner is the market demand and relevance. Because you're not just learning, you're not just getting the skill for getting sake. I know you want to make income with it, so don't learn a tech skill just because it's trending. Yes. So every now and then when you go into the Twitter space or you go on social media, you just keep hearing different terms, different aspects of tech, UI UX developer, blah blah blah, front end developer, data analyst, machine learning experts, this, that. All those are big names. And let's say, for example, right now, what is really trending right now is AI. Everybody is shouting AI, AI. Don't just go and start learning AI because AI is trending. Okay, so what is the market value for AI? How many companies in Nigeria is looking for an AI expert? Remember, you are living in Nigeria or you are in Africa or whatever place you are, always check the market value of that particular skill you are trying to learn. Don't just learn it. Don't just go learning a skill because it's trending. Check if people are actually hiring or paying for it. Yes, check if people are actually hiring or paying for it. Let's say, for example, graphic design. Now, with the introduction of AI right now, most people don't use graphic designers anymore. Just left for you to go on maybe ChatGPT or anyone and just write a prompt and it will give you whatever graphics that you're looking for. So always consider the market demands. Check if there are jobs available for that particular skill you want to go for. Check in freelancer platforms like Upwork and the rest of them. Always check, make your personal research before going in. Check tech communities. Check tech communities on Twitter, tech communities on every other platform. Go to YouTube, check if people are actually looking for these skills with constant demand. Yes, if you go for skills with constant demand, you might just have an edge. And some of the skills with constant demand right now are skills like software development, data analysis, cybersecurity, cloud computing, and UI UX design. I will also in that let's say, for example, when it comes to software development, the office where I work currently, we have been looking for a web developer for a very long time. In fact, it took us almost 1 year to see one. Not that to see one. I'm not even talking about I'm not talking about to see maybe a very good one or something. It took us almost 1 year to see an app developer that wants to work for a company. So now, it took us almost 1 year to see an app developer that wants to work for a company. That's to show you how scarce mobile app developers are. So if you want to, maybe, let's say, for example, I want to learn a tech skill right now, I will consider learning mobile app development because I already know that people are looking for mobile app developers. So, like I said before, some of the skills that you should consider learning that are always constantly in demand are skills like software development, data analysis, cybersecurity, cloud computing, and UI UX design. Now, the fifth thing I want you to consider before picking up a tech skill is you should check the required tools and resources. Very important. Check the required tools and resources because some tech skills need expensive tools or powerful systems. Yes, I live in Nigeria. I am from Africa. We know how the economy is. There are some tech skills that you want to learn that you don't just need a cheap computer or let's say cheap laptop to go into it. You need a very powerful computer. In fact, let's say always ask, do I need a high-end computer? Always ask, do I need a high-end computer, paid software or subscriptions? Or or a stable internet? Like I said before, for us in Africa, or let's say for us in Nigeria, ask yourself these questions. This skill that I'm about to learn, will I be needing a stable internet? Will I be needing a high level performance computer? Will I be needing to pay for subscriptions for some certain things? Because there are some AIs that you want to use, you need to pay subscriptions for them. Ask yourself, will I be needing to pay for one or two softwares? So if you can pinpoint some of these things and you are comfortable enough that you can afford them, then fine, you can go. For example, programming, basic laptop is enough for programming. So when I mean a basic laptop, I'm not talking about maybe the kind of laptop children use in school. No, so a basic laptop is something like, let's say, from a Core i5, Core i7 laptop upwards, laptop that has up to 500 gig space, 8 gig RAM is okay for you. It can work for you. 64-bit processor is okay for you for programming. But that same laptop might not work for you if you're going into video editing. Video editing needs a more higher performance system. So most video editors, you see them using gaming systems, because gaming systems have better performance than some basic computers. Okay, so like I said before, the fifth point, always consider the required tools and resources for the skill you're about to learn. Then the sixth thing I want you to consider before picking up a tech skill is you should always consider the time commitment for that particular skill you're about to learn. To be honest, you have to be available. So always you have to be available. You have to consider the times that will be suitable for you. If you are somebody that is still living with your parents, maybe you have all the time in your hand. But if you are someone that is, let's say, from 25, 30 years and above, you might not have all the time in the world. Maybe you're already doing a certain job, you're already doing something. So always consider the time required for that skill that you are about to learn, and ask yourself, am I going to be committed to this time? One, the skill, will it require me to stay 1 to 2 hours a day for slow but steady skill? Or that particular skill, will it require me to stay 4 to 6 hours a day for a faster mastering? Yes, always consider the time, the duration it will take you. Even apart from the hours, calculate the days, calculate the weeks, calculate the months. How many months will it take me to master this skill? How many months will it take me to be a master in this particular skill before you pick up that tech skill? So let's say you are working now and you want to learn mobile app development, and maybe the kind of work you are doing now will not give you that space. Ask yourself, if I quit my job now, do I have the required income to sustain me for, let's say, 6 to 12 months for me to master this skill? And remember, it's not even about mastering it. After mastering it, you need to build a portfolio. You need to do 1 or 2 jobs before people will consider giving you a job, or before companies will consider employing you. So always check the time duration. Now, the seventh thing I want you to consider before picking up a tech skill is the community and learning support. Most of these tech skills, you will jump into it, and when you are facing difficulties, you might not even see anybody to ask questions, because you are the only person among all the people you know in this world that is learning that particular skill. Yes, I know there are online communities for almost every skill, but how available are these people? How ready are they to help you? So learning alone is hard. That's the truth. Learning alone is very hard. Check if that skill has online communities. Check if the skill has free tutorials. Check if the skill has mentors and active forums. There are a lot of free tutorials on YouTube, but that particular skill that you want to learn, the ones on YouTube, can it actually get you to that mastery level? Do you have the income to pay for the courses online? Do you have physical mentors that you can always run to and say, I'm having this error? Because sometimes when I was starting, I would watch some certain videos on YouTube. I would write everything the way they wrote it, every single code line by line, and I will have an error. But the person on YouTube that is teaching the lesson is not having an error. Imagine if I don't have maybe a physical mentor that I can show, what am I what mistake am I doing here? What is the problem? Sometimes it might just be a comma or a full stop that I did not add, and my code is showing error. Then the person on YouTube, I cannot reach him. So sometimes also consider if you will have support, yes, so that you don't give up in the long run. Okay. Then the number 8 stuff I want you to consider before picking up a tech skill is always ask for entry opportunities. Can I get internship after learning? Ask yourself, can I get internship after learning this thing? Because, like I said before, you don't get a job immediately after learning. I'm not, I say this thing as a human being. I'm not considering faith. I'm not putting faith into it. Yes, I can get a job after learning, but to be real and to say it as it should be, you might not just get a job immediately after learning. Sometimes you might consider maybe doing an internship with 1 or 2 small companies or working under somebody just to master it. You understand? So ask yourself, can I get an internship with this? Can I build a portfolio easily with this? Some people, before they give you, let's say for example, if I'm looking for, if I want to build a mobile app right now, and I want to give out that my mobile app project to somebody, you need to show me what you have done. I need to see that you can actually do this thing. And if your portfolio is not that strong, I'm not going to pay you my millions. I'm not going to pay you my millions as an investor. I'll risk my millions on somebody that maybe just finished learning last month. No. So ask yourself, can you build a portfolio easily on this particular thing? How long will it take me to build 3 apps that I can show to clients, that I can show to employers that this is what I've done before, for them to consider giving me the job? Are they beginner's tools? Yes, ask yourself if they are beginner tools for that particular skill that you're about to learn. Now, skills with easier entries. Your skills with easier entries can be skills like web development. I mean, if you want to learn web development without even paying 1 naira, for the fact you have data, go to YouTube and you are serious about it, you can become a good web developer in the next 6 months. Yes, skills like UI UX designer. UI UX is very easy to learn. Let me put it that way. There are so many free courses on YouTube that you can always learn, and you can always get a job as a UI UX designer. So there is always, the entry opportunity is high for a web developer. The entry opportunity is high for a mobile app developer. The entry opportunity is high for UI UX developer. The entry opportunity is high for a data analyst based on the country where you are. Okay, so always make your researches. Now the 9th thing, or would I say the number 9 stuff I want you to consider before learning a tech skill is ask yourself of the scalability of that particular skill you want to learn. Ask yourself about the growth of that particular skill you want to learn. Choose a skill that grows with experience. Good tech skills allow you to, number 1, earn more over time. Number 2, specialize later. And number 3, move into leadership or consulting. Yes, if you have a good tech skill, if you have a scalable tech skill, the amount of money that they will be paying you in your let's say 1 to 2 years of being in that industry is definitely going to change when you now start having, like, let's say 5 years experience and above. And with your 5 years experience and above, you're always becoming a specialist in that particular field. And of course, if you're working on that organization, leadership roles can always come in. People can always come to consult you. So always check for the scalability of the skill you're about to learn. Choose a skill that grows with experience. Good tech skill always allow you to earn more over time, allows you to specialize later. You can always learn in the job. Yes, it allows you to specialize later. The more you do it, the more you get experience. And of course, always move into leadership roles with this skill. Now, the last thing I want you to consider before picking up a tech skill is you should always consider your locality and the global market. Consider your locality and also consider the global market. Since you're in Nigeria, consider remote work capability, because if you get remote works in Nigeria here, you're going to be paid in dollars. Let's say you get a remote job from Canada or US or whatever, you're going to be paid in dollars. And when they are paying you in dollars and you're living in Nigeria, I don't need to tell you that you will live a good life. So consider getting dollar paying skills. Yes, consider skills that when after you are done learning it, you can be paid in dollars. It's not a skill that many people are going to look down on. And also you skills that are needed by your local company. You can be in Nigeria, working for a company in Nigeria, and still be doing a remote job for a company in Canada. Always consider those things. Now, remote friendly jobs are or will I say remote friendly skills is something like software development. Software development is very, very remote friendly. In fact, I know a lot of software developers that have worked for different companies abroad, and they have not even seen each other for any reason. And they confidently pay in dollars. They give you projects, you do these projects, and you earn in dollars. Now, UI US is also remote friendly skill. Data analysis is also a remote friendly skill, and again, cloud engineering is also a remote friendly skill. Now, beginner friendly tech skills suggestions. Let me just make some suggestions for you that have listened down here. If you are completely new and you are looking for a beginner friendly tech skills that you can go into, I've been mentioning it since the beginning of this video. You can consider learning a skill that has to do with web development. So you should consider learning, let's say, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. If you can be very good in your HTML and you can be very good in your CSS and JavaScript, you can start getting small jobs. From there, you can always scale up. Another one is UI and UX design. So UI and UX design is beginner friendly, and I would suggest that for you to learn. Another one you can learn is data analysis. Data analysis is beginner friendly. Analysis, you can learn Python. From Python, you move into data analysis, and from there you start looking for remote jobs. By God's grace, you get one. Digital marketing is also beginner friendly, a beginner friendly skill. So, like I said, these skills are beginner friendly: web development, UI UX design, data analysis, and digital marketing. Okay. Then my final advice, very, very important. My final advice for you would be: don't learn everything. Don't try to learn everything. You cannot learn it all. You can learn one or two. Don't try to learn web development. You learn UI UX designer. You learn mobile app. You learn data analysis. You learn cloud computing. When you pack all these things into one head, you will get confused. You will get bored. You might even give up. So try and learn one or two things and be very good at it. In fact, one test skill is enough to set you up for life. Yes, it's enough to set you up for life by God's grace, and of course by how good you are in that particular skill. So don't try to learn everything. Learn one or two test skills and be very good at it. Tech rewards you over time. Tech rewards the depth of experience, the depth of you. The test rewards how good you are. It doesn't just reward the noise. Tech will not pay you because you told somebody that you can do it. Tech will pay you because you can do it. I don't know if you understand what I mean by that. But anyways, I hope this video helps you. I don't know if I was fast or slow. I'll be uploading this video and video like this on my different social media platforms, which I'll also be writing down in the description of this video. I'll be uploading it on YouTube, and I'll be making videos like this over time. Don't forget to leave a comment. You can leave a comment, you can ask your questions, and I will see where I can come into and help you out. Now, if you want me, I can always recommend the best skill for you based on your background. So you can leave a comment, or you can send me a DM so that we'll talk. I can recommend the best skill based on your background. I can even create a 6 months beginners roadmap for you that you need to follow to achieve a particular skill, I can even suggest some free learning resources for you, and I can also even suggest some learning locations for you if you are in Abuja, because I'm staying in Abuja, Nigeria. So all you just need to do on the comment section, you can tell me your educational level, you can tell me how many hours a day you can sacrifice to learn a skill, and you can tell me your goal, the goal that you want to achieve after learning that skill. Are you learning it to get a job? Are you learning it to be a freelancer? Or are you learning it to start a business, or you are learning it for remote work? So if you can leave this, if you can write these things out for me in the comment section, or you can send me a DM, I will be there to help you. Don't forget, my name is Obike Victor, and if you made it to the end of this video, I will really appreciate you for that. Please don't forget to click on the subscribe button if you're watching from YouTube. Don't forget to leave a like for us, and don't forget to comment. Thank you.